Hi everyone. I want to thank Quilt National for inviting me to do this video and for including my work in their wondrous show. I'm thrilled to be a part of Quilt National 2021 with my quilt Calling All Angels. My name is Maggie Vanderweit. I live in Fergus, Ontario, Canada, near Toronto. In the spring of 2011, my husband Fred and I traveled to Italy for about 3 weeks. We rented a car and drove all around the north part of the country. And this trip has inspired a number of pieces. My initial impulse, or our initial impulse to travel there, was to go to see this thing called Bettelina. It was a site of an ancient petroglyph, a series of carvings in the rock, and maybe 8,000 years old. It's a UNESCO heritage site. It is fantastic. And when we got there, we found it. There was nobody there. We had a beautiful spring day all to ourselves to explore and to play there. And you can see that we played with our shadows, we played with the images, and it just felt absolutely thrilling to be there. I'm a big fan of petroglyphs and the stories they tell of our ancestors and the ancient ones. This quilt has traveled around. It ended up being called Bettelina Threads. It's behind me right now. I've included a full and a detailed photograph as well. And it was painted on canvas, then hand embroidered, distressed, and then machine quilted with the figures in the foreground. We ended up in Rome at Easter time, and here are some pictures of St. Peter's Square. It was crazy busy. It was Easter time, and Pope Benedict XVI was out in his Pope-mobile blessing the crowds. In the photograph of me in the background, you can see how the whole square is ringed with these beautiful sculptures who are protecting and guarding this sacred square. In Rome, you are surrounded by the art of antiquity. There are stone sculptures absolutely everywhere, and they are obviously the things that can survive the ravages of time. We saw all manner of winged creatures. Here is a cherub and also a skull, a death skull with wings, which I thought was a bit weird, but anyway, there it was. This takes us to the Ponte Sant'Angelo, which is a bridge across the Tiber River leading to the Vatican, the St. Peter's Basilica and Square. It has 10 angels on it. It was built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian around 134 AD. It has 7 stone arches, 5 main spans, about 60 feet, and it's about 450 feet long. So as you walk through, you come across 10 angels, and they're quite a bit above you, as you can see from the picture of me in proportion. And I was with the angel with the nails. The other angel is the angel with Veronica's veil. Also included were the angel with a column, whips, a crown of thorns, a garment and a dice, the cross, superscription, a sponge, and a lance. I guess a sponge was used to clean Christ's body. I fell in love with these angels. I felt like they talked to me, and they have stayed with me these past 10 years. As a textile artist, I particularly love that some were holding that cloth with such reverence. These angels seemed powerful. They seemed soft, yet and fragile, yet really solid. They had this wise, ironic expression on their face. A lot of them did. They were elegant. They were ethereal. They were high above us, but close by. They seemed concerned and watchful. When we crossed the bridge to the other side, Fred took a picture of me, and he doesn't take pictures very often on our trips. I usually do. He was reflected in my sunglasses, and so were the angels, and we love that. A printed version of this photograph has been beside his work computer for 10 years, so this image has grown in importance and energy for us. I also fell in love with this hauntingly beautiful Calling All Angels song by Jane Siberry and performed here by her and Katie Lang. It says, "We're calling all the angels because we're not sure how this goes." This song has given me much strength and comfort over the years, and in my head, the bridge angels became a representation of this song. So in December of 2019, I had this sudden, urgent, and maybe even prescient need to make a quilt about these angels, to send them out into the world, to share my love for them with many others, and perhaps give people strength by their beauty. Like all inspired work, it came together almost effortlessly, and I used pages in my iMac to manipulate the images. I played with color and layout on my desktop, and I used my inkjet printer to print the photos. The finished quilt is 45 by 43, machine pieced and quilted on my APQS long arm. My current work includes a lot of surface design and photo transfer work. I'm very grateful for my Sakwa art quilting community and my local friends. I'm so grateful to galleries like the Dairy Bar who support quilt art and find a way through all of this to present it to the world. I appreciate Quilt National's long history of excellence, and I will go where and when the angels call me. Thank you so much for your very kind attention. I hope you're all well.